right, I'm going to pick another question here. Sammy, can you please tell us about the Blue Stop Club?
The Blue Stop Club. They named it the Blue Stop Club because it was red. So they stopped it from being red and they called it Blue Club. I never heard of it. I'll tell you the truth.
Uncle Sammy, do you still work out?
I do some push-ups, light stuff, some push-ups, some sit-ups, some squats, and things like that. And, not with weights and boxing or anything like that anymore.
All right. Any thoughts on the new Snow White movie? I know we briefly touched about it.
Yeah. Hollywood is getting really weird. Certain actors and actresses. This woman who got the movie from Disney, destroyed it, all stupid comments. She destroyed her career. She destroyed the movie with her mouth. And same thing with Robert De Niro. He makes an ass out of himself every other day, and he hurt the movie he was just in. So some of them got to learn to shut up a little bit. But the dwarfs to be different thing, one of them to be gay, one of them to be in a wheelchair. I mean, it's a movie, bro, and it was something that was done. She could have did a great job, made a ton of money, and upped her career, and she went backwards. And I think that's a Hollywood thing today. Everybody's afraid of everybody. Broads making statements and saying this is sexist and that's sexist, this one's gay, this one's black, this one's white. It became a mess. Who gives a shit about their personal life? Why don't they just shut up and make a movie?
Sammy, when are you going to have a meet and greet in Arizona?
I don't know. We talked about it. I haven't come up with a time, but we're thinking about it. We're seriously thinking about it. A lot of people are asking me that. And we're thinking about it.
I'm listening to your podcast now. This is the 5th time I've been listening to it. I love it.
Thank you. We have 131 million views on my podcast. So a lot of people love it. And a lot of good remarks all the time. And that's what motivated me. I'm going to do the history of the Mafia. I'm going to talk about it. I've been working on it today before we started.
Got a lot of people saying, God bless, Happy Easter. Amina, do you have one?
I do.
Wonderful.
Mr. Blue, to you, wants to know, have you seen the movie True Romance? He says it's gangster.
True Romance, a gangster movie? I don't think so.
Okay, Moses Vega says, did you ever hear any stories about Santo Trafficante Jr.?
No, I don't know Santo Trafficante Jr. Santo Trafficante was the head of Florida. He was a boss. I knew of him. I didn't know him personally, but I knew a lot about him. He was an extremely powerful guy. But I don't know about his son.
The Bonzo says, I'm so sorry for your loss, boss.
Thank you, bro. And it was a serious loss. I mean, a serious dude, a serious guy. I don't want to call him a dude, but serious guy. And he really helped so many people. I mean, no matter if you went to him, he would help you. And you had he's one of them type of guys.
Fellow New Yorker here. Do you miss New York food, and how do you handle being without it?
Well, I don't miss New York food. I do miss New York food, but I don't miss it that much because my son is a great chef, and he comes from New York, so he cooks, and I'm always eating New York food anyway. He made bread today. What kind of bread was that?
Sourdough.
Sourdough bread with a beautiful crust. I mean, it was delicious. We had oil with some pepper in it and olive oil. Dipped it in. The crust was, oh my God, right on the money. I think he's talking about finally doing a cooking show. I saw some stuff that he's working on with the new girl, Megan, and working with him. and we're looking at dishes, different dishes, and he makes them all. He's really a good chef. You know, I bought a restaurant years ago when I came to here, Uncle Sal's, and I gave it to him and his cousin, and they were working in that place. Still till today, is 20 fucking something years later, people stop me. Hey, I used to be in your restaurant. That was a great restaurant, this, that, and the other thing. So I show you how good and he's a lot better now. He makes all kinds of things. So we're talking about that, and so I'm eating good. I'm eating the Italian way. He makes pizza. He does it all.
Sammy, did you ever have a favorite dish from Uncle Sal's?
Yeah, when I got out, I had pasta with an olivacca sauce. You know, everybody thinks after you get out of prison, I was in almost 18 years, 17 years, 7 months. Everybody thinks the first thing you want is sex. Probably, it's a long time to stay without, but really honestly, the first thing I wanted was a good Italian meal, and that's just what he made me. He made me some pasta, I think rigatoni, with olivacca sauce. It was delicious, and it was almost as good as banging Marilyn Monroe. Maybe not that good. I don't know.
Here's one. Matt Lyonese. Why do all mobsters wear pinky rings?
I don't know. It's just a thing. I don't have one on today, but it's just a thing. When I was a kid growing up, all mobsters had a pinky ring. So as I got older and I wanted to be in the life, even before I got into the life, I wanted to wear a pinky ring. And it's just, I don't know why, but they all seem to wear a pinky ring back in the day. And still to today, there's a lot of guys. It's just a fad of how they dress. Just like, the tracksuits. Everybody wore a tracksuit and pinky blind the hat and bullshit like that. They used to call it a newspaper boy's hat. I'm even thinking of having one made or buying a company or doing something with clothes and tracksuits. I miss it. Right now, if I had a good tracksuit, I'd be sitting down doing the show with my tracksuit on.
So, kind of to bounce off of the pinky rings, Sammy, how many pinky rings do you think you've owned throughout your life?
Not that many, I tell you the truth. When I was in the street, I had one. It was really nice. I always had that same ring. Right now, I've had this pinky ring that I've been wearing for the past, I would say, at least 5 years. I'm out of prison. September will make 8 years. So at least 5, maybe 6 years. And it's the same ring.
That's amazing. Next question. Was Neil Delacroix a powerhouse back in his day?
He always was a powerhouse before he became the underboss. Then he became the underboss under Paul Castellano. He was the underboss earlier, but he's always been a powerhouse, always.
We got a couple people asking, when do you plan on going to the Joe Rogan podcast? That would be fun to go on.
Joe Rogan's podcast. Listen, a lot of people follow him. If you guys follow him, give him some flack. Tell him, hey, Joe, when is Sammy going to be on your show? I mean, I'd love to be on his show. I like Joe Rogan. I listen to him a lot. But he hasn't asked me to be on his show. Yeah.
We're available, Joe.
Yeah. And if not, you could come on my show. Joe?
Joe? Maria? All right, Sammy, did you ever have any business deals in Vancouver, Canada?
No.
And Sammy, will you ever do a second book?
I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of people say that you would be great on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Johnny Russo in the Super Chat wants to know, what was the power dynamic between New York and Chicago?
Listen, Al Capone was a thug in New York. And that's how, he got that big scar on he was a bodyguard, and he got that big scar. People, he's so tough. No, the guy who gave him the scar is tough. They beat him up, somebody cut him. But when he went there, I'm not saying he wasn't a tough guy, he was. and he did some crazy, crazy shit. And that's what really put it up on the map. But then there was a lot of guys there, Sam Giancana, so many guys who were really good guys. But what really put them on the map, he was showing people how using the unions made him a lot of money and prohibition and stuff like that. And a lot of guys got a different respect for him. He was not only a tough guy, he was a moneymaker of mega proportions. And then it was a lot with broads, and then he got sick, caught the SIFT or whatever he got, and he never got it fixed. You get a shot, you can get rid of the SIFT, but he never got it. He went to jail, and it traveled throughout his whole body, and he lost his mind. When he came out, I think he only lived a few more years, and he died of the SIFT.
I have a question from G. Sperry. I'm trying to figure out how to ask this question because G. Sperry didn't really spell it out properly. But I think they're saying, where'd New York City guys in prison go if it's not a federal case? I heard Attica and Clinton. How'd you react to life in prison without parole mentally?
Well, I really thought I was going to die in prison. I didn't get a life without parole. I got a 20-year sentence from the sentence that I got when I got busted for ecstasy in New York. The other cases, I got shorter sentences, and in the case with John, and when I cooperated, I only got 5 years. So, but even with the 20-year sentence, I went in when I was 55 years old with a bad rap because I cooperated. I never thought I was going to get out, to be honest with you.
Okay, I'm going to turn it back over to Sterling to get some more Instagram and TikTok questions. But Demi, drop your question below, darling. I'm back and forth between chat and questions. So
more question about mobster jewelry. The Rolex that you have, Sammy, is that the same one from the life or is it different?
No, it's the same one from the life that I use all the time. A friend of mine was a jeweler, and I wanted to get a Rolex, and he says, Sammy, I just bought one. It's an older one. I fixed it. I would like to give it to you as a gift. I said, no, let me pay for it, bro. How much is it? And he charged me $3,000. It wasn't an enormous, it was probably worth 10. And I bought it for 3. And I kept that. Even when I started making money, I didn't get another one because that was a gift. I don't give up gifts that easy. Even this chain, this is Michael the Protector. It's not an expensive one. I wear it 24/7. It's not even gold. I don't know what the hell it is, whatever. But I wear it all the time. It's a gift. So I like gifts. It doesn't necessarily have to be an expensive one. But I did tell the guy, next time you buy me a gift, make it gold.
Sammy, have you ever been to the Kentucky Derby?
No.
Would you ever go?
But I would love to go. I think they have a ball. All the girls dress up with those hats and really fancy and stuff like that. I think it's fun. I had racehorses. I owned racehorses, trotters and paces. So I think going to a race is fun. Talking about the guy Vinny Oil, I used to go to the track with him. He had a couple of horses, and I would go to the track with him, with our families and everything. I mean, it's a fun day.
No question. Just wanted to say that I love hearing your stories and that you are real history. I love you lots and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's so sweet. How did you learn to trust people again after the life?
It's a crazy question for today because it's so hard to trust people. I find the people who hurt you the most are the people you trust or love the most. And it's always hurtful. I had it with John Gotti. I had it with other people. And it's, that hurts the worst. Because usually it don't hurt because if I don't trust somebody and I'm not too crazy about them, what they try to do or what they do, it don't even matter to me unless they're hurting me in some way or my family member. But when it comes from people within, those hurt, and it's hard. And because you fully love them, you appreciate them, you give them all your trust. We watched a video today about Pisces and what kind of people they are. And I listened to it, I kept it, because it's me to the T. I've had a couple of them. I'm a overthinker and I'm a Pisces. So both of these things, putting it together, I sat last night and today a little bit, and it's 100% me. I mean, it's so close to me, it's ridiculous. It's like somebody knows me and is talking about me. So it's, how do we deal with it? That's life. That's life. And if it hurts a lot, those are the only people who could hurt you. It's people you trust and you love. You cheat on your wife. She catches you over and over, and you just hurt her. And sure, it hurts her, and vice versa. So those are the people who hurt you.
Janet wants to know what that is next to Sammy.
Oh, sure. We can absolutely show that. So sitting next to Sammy is the sticker decal that's going to be
Now,
on
how
top
do
of the
you
race
open
car.
this thing?
Nope, don't open
Oh, don't peel it.
Oh, I
Go
don't-
ahead and just hold it up. They can see
it.
it.
You can see it. Just hold it up. Yep.
Sammy the Bull Gravano.
Sammy the Bull Gravano was going blind because I can't see it. They can see it?
They can see it.
All right. It's Sammy the Bull Gravano. Oh, here it is. Now I can see it. Sammy the Bull Gravano. Sammy the Bull Gravano. All right. It's
Three times like Beetlejuice.
What are we going to use this for?
It's going to go right on top of the race car where you go inside the
Oh,
window.
yes. Right in my race car. I've been working on the race car. I'm going to school for racing. And I go to classes now for racing. And then I go to the track. The track is dead empty. I go in my own car with a driver sitting next to me. And he talks to me and tells me how fast I should be going, how much I have to slow down when I go around the turn, all that stuff. Then I have 2 times bullshit races like me, guys who just started racing. I'm going to race against them, nothing big. Sometime in the late summer, I will be approved as a race car driver. I signed all the documents, all the papers, even a thing who get, if I crash and I get hurt or I'm dead, they can call my son. I had to sign things like that. So then I'm going to go in NASCAR, and I'll be racing in actual races. We're working on the car. You saw pictures of it. I showed pictures of it. I bought my outfit. It's like a real sexy outfit.
It's coming up real
Coming
soon.
up. So I'll be racing cars in September, October. I'll be on. You'll see me in actual races. And it's not even a joke. I'm racing. Matter of fact, the guy says, Sammy, when they're coming up, because they talk to you, there's things in the helmet. They could talk to me on your left. They're coming in low, so that means they're coming in on the inside. So I'm supposed to move out a little bit, let them pass, because there's some courtesies and stuff. They said if they bump you, because sometimes they could bump you, and that means they want to pass you. So I said, okay, if I want to pass them, I could bump them too. Yeah, bump them, Sammy. You can't crash into them. A little bump, a little tap. I said, all right, I'll check it out. And listen, if you're coming up on my left, why should I move out of the way? If I want to win the race, I'm not in here to come out dead last, just to be. I want to win. So could I try and win? We'll be telling Sammy, if you're in position, we'll tell you you're in position. Make your moves, do this, do that. So I'm learning all of that. But by the time I get in the track, so they brought me to the head people. Did you ever race? I said, bro, I drove getaway cars more than you could imagine. Don't worry about me driving. I can drive. I mean, I don't know how to do it yet as a race car driver, but I will. I'm learning. And when I race, I'm going for the win.
Sammy, can you give a birthday shout out to Rob Stoll? It's his 50th birthday tomorrow, and he says, please wish me a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rob Stoll.
I got one more. Okay. Richie Grice says, which movie is the closest to the real thing in the mob, and what difference is it from now to when you were in the mob back then?
Well, the movies I'm talking about, Goodfellas, Godfather 1, Godfather 2, these were real movies about the Mafia, and I was in it in those days, those times. So, Goodfellas, there was that crew, Paul Vario's crew. I knew them. Matter of fact, Paul Vario himself, when he died, you could see an FBI picture of me and John Gotti went to his wake. For me, it was good because I knew a lot of them. I wasn't super close with them, but I knew them. And that's the way the Mafia was back then. Right now, it's like, it's different. It's changed quite a bit.
Johnny Russo in the super chat, how were the Vegas casinos divided among families? And did the Chicago outfit take orders from New York?
They weren't divided by different families. Different families had something to do with it, but Chicago had a big footprint in there. And certain families had, access to certain casinos. They controlled it, and they were strong. Some families just never got involved in those casinos, so they just weren't. They didn't take it and divvy it up. If you had a casino, those were your people, then you had it.
All right, Ben has a question for you. I have a gangster style hat that was my grandpa's. Would it be possible for me to please have you sign it?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Send it down with $2,200 and I'll sign it. No, I don't want $2,200. I'm only joking. But send it down with a box, return address, the whole thing. And I'll sign it for you.
Go ahead and email support@sammythebull.com. Also, Sammy, why don't we talk a little bit about merchandise? We have a 30% off sale off of everything happening right now.
You heard it here. She made the rules. It's 30% off on everything that we're selling, books, everything, shirts, everything we're doing. So it's a great time to buy.
All right, one more question. Sammy, what is your opinion on the trade tariffs?
The trade tariffs. Now, I think the trade tariffs are a great tool. I think Trump is doing a great job. Why should they be doing it to us and we're not doing it to them? I think he's trying to make it right. I think he's getting it better and better every day. I think we need Trump like we need sliced bread. We really need this guy to straighten the country out. It's a mess. 4 years of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I don't even know if he can, pull it out completely, but he's trying. He has a great team around him. I think I like everybody around him, especially our little girl who does the news, Caroline. Yes, she's great. I mean, his attorney general. I like his whole team right now. He had, this time he came in, he put smart, good people around him. I hear people complaining they don't like Elon Musk. He's a billionaire. He is a billionaire. That when somebody's a billionaire, that's not mean they're bad people. That means they're smart people. So don't we want people like him and there? People who become rich? I don't want some broken down fucking police like Joe Biden. He didn't even know what the fuck planet he's on. And we got him running the country. The other one that's laughing hyena, Kamala Harris. We needed people like that? You think they're better? Because they come up with a bullshit story. They're going to help you. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They wrecked the whole country. Give me billionaires. Let them run the country. I want smart people. People who know how to make money. people who know what to do. They're not going to listen. Elon Musk doesn't need your fucking $18, your $300 or $1,000. He don't want your money. He's trying to help the country. Trump realizes how smart he is. There's people burning Tesla cars. It's insane. The Democrats were crying for electric cars. He made them. Now you're crucifying him because he made them. Make up your mind.
Back in the super chat, I got a couple more, and then anything that we didn't get today, guys, I promise to get at top of the hour next Monday. Just a couple of comments. Echo 3 Romeo says, Sammy, you're a living legend and a true gangster. Patrick Fennel says, Sammy, how you doing all the way from Bath Ave in Brooklyn?
Right there, my neighborhood, bro.
And then Alfredo says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how many people outside prison remain loyal to their friends when these are sent to prison? I think he means when they're sent to prison.
When they sent to prison, listen, not everybody's loyal to you when you go to prison, but that's when you see people's makeup. When I went to prison, I had a lot of people who send me things, send me money for commissary, send me Christmas cards, all kinds of things. It doesn't have to be something big. If somebody's thinking of you, loves you, sends you a message, you need those things when you're in prison. So I don't discard them. I remember people like that. All right, so that had to be a crazy answer because she went like this. Amina, oh, that means wrap it up? Oh, I got it. I said, what the fuck is that? Wrap it up. All right, guys, we got to go. And they're bothering me. Let's go. Let's stay another hour. Everybody's shaking their head. They're going to start throwing things at me. All right, guys. Adios, motherfuckers.